territory. Kicked ahead. Now that puck is pinned along the boards. Ref saying move it. Blue complies, chips it ahead, chases after that. Now Marchizchuk racing toward that puck. He bumps a much larger player into the boards. Now Gray's Raylan Johnson passes it up to the right wing side. Now a shot coming and they score. A hard wrister from the right face-off circle. Celebration by Team Blue as they get on the board early. This play started down in their own zone. And a nice wrister from the right face-off circle. Gets past the goaltender for Blue. Is Bowen. Good job by Blue to get back. And there's another long lead pass now for Blue, trying to thread the needle. That puck went through the paint to the near side. Gray shoots it out of their zone, and this will be icing against Team Gray. 16:24 remaining in the first. 1-0 for Team Gray over Team Blue. Face-off is happening at center ice. Team Gray with it, that's Zeman, gets it up to Siwu. Siwu Song had it on his stick, that's now taken by Zeman. He'll go D to D in his own zone, and then up to the blue line, that's chipped, but then picked up by Team Blue. Nice stick lift by Siwu. Siwu Song with it in the blue zone. Puck now near side. That's sent down the ice. That's icing against Team Blue. Seconds remaining in the penalty to Gray. Team Blue, another offensive zone faceoff. They'll win that back to the left point. Side of the faceoff circle now, back to the blue line. That's player with a shot. Blocker save by Theo. Gray will pick that up, send it down ice. Blue in their own zone. That's player. Being pressured by Team Gray. Here's an opportunity now. Reverse, or backhanded pass rather. Marchizchuk puts on the brakes. Drop pass now, and a down low. That's Baines with it. Oh, pardon me, I got the call wrong. My apologies. There's a good shot and a loose puck. And now another shot, Theo with the save. So Baines is on the ice. Of course, he's on, let me just look at my sheet here. Baines. That puck sent to the near side, rims around the boards all the way down. No icing to ledge for Team Blue. We'll get there. Gray has it now on their stick. Sharp angle shot by Johnson. Didn't look like it missed by much. Gray with it now. They'll send it down low. Johnson there to get it. Centers that. Here's a puck right in front. What a great save by David Eaton for Team Blue. Team Blue, 8:58 remaining in the first period. Ding for Gray, will take it to the right. Shovels that down low. 7 for Blue is Dane Player.
Number 10, Kristen Moore. Assist to number 20, Katie Smiley. And number 17, Andrew Passengers. Time of goal, 11:02 in the first period.
Gray with it still in the corner. Blue will skate with that up the right side. That's Marchesechuk. That's sent toward the net now, but taken away by Team Gray. Getting to center, gaining the zone, sticking with it, despite having 3 blue players on him. That is now taken by Marchesechuk. Gains the zone along the right side, and his teammates are offside. Thus, the whistle sounds. We'll take a face-off in the neutral zone by the Gray band net, but then steered aside by Team Blue. Siwoo Song with it in his own zone. He puts on the brakes, makes a little S curve. That took a very funny bounce off of Stanchion. Now that puck near side. Shot on goal by Blue, saved by Theo. Shots are 8-7 for Team Gray. The score, however, is 3-0. Blue with it, Byram. Shot toward the net, tipped, and a good save by Theo. That was a great shot from the blue line and a very good tip, but a better save. Gray wins that back. That's Dule now. He backhands it to the far side. White was there for Team Gray. Now that puck near side held in by Byram for Team Blue. Puck far side, that was lost in the skates for a moment. Here's an opportunity. That was Siwoo Song with an opportunity. He shot that one wide, however. Scrum in behind the goal, and the ref not liking what he's seeing. He sends those 2 players off to take a rest, and he gives a finger wag to Siwoo Song. I'd like to know what he was saying there. It was Gray will have a 5-on-4 advantage, and they win that. That's back at the right point.
Number 21. 2 minutes for slashing.
That shot did not miss by much. A backhanded shot that went just wide. Here's another shot from Smiley, also wide, and another shot. 3 shots in a row, just wide. .37 for Team Gray. Gets it to the blue line. 37 is Siwoo Song. Now Blue, shorthanded opportunity. Morrison gets there, takes a shot. Just over the crossbar. Good opportunity. Players are falling to the ice. Marchesechuk battling for that. He draws a penalty. Just outside Team Gray's blue line. Team Gray with it. That's a good stick by Baines. Now Sprunger to Baines. Doesn't quite connect. Sprunger gets it back below the goal line. He's knocked down. Marchesechuk now with it. Marchesechuk from the corner. He'll send that back down low. Sprunger with it. For Team Blue. That was a paddle save by Thiel. Now Marchesechuk with it again. He goes cross ice, right face-off circle. Shot coming, big rebound. Cleared away by Team Gray. That's a dump in from the blue line by Jones. Sprunger with it behind the goal line. Marchesechuk there to help out as well. Another shot coming, tipped wide. Might have been a tip by Team Gray inadvertently. I guess it was steered clear, so that's Okay, no harm, no foul. Team Gray with it now. They'll exit their zone. Lead pass. Jones knocks his player off the puck. That was Siwoo Song trying to spring free. 16 for Blues. Jones, he got it up to Sprunger, but that's taken away by Siwoo Song. Blue from their own zone. Gain center and dump it in. Puck rolling to the near side. Bumps along the board. Marchischuk got hit hard. He skates off to the bench as he appears to be in considerable pain. Hard bump along the boards. Players falling to the ice. That puck comes loose. Still battling for it, however. Now Gray will get it. Blue gets a good stick on that. That was Byram for Team Blue. And then that's sent down the ice. Here's Davis with speed, gets past his player. Heading to the net was Baines. Baines takes a detour. Byram with it still. I believe that's Byram. Nope, that was number 25. Hard to see the numbers from here. Regardless, Team Gray now with it on their stick. From their zone, they'll gain center, cross the blue line. That's Gutgratz, little dish. Oh, player falling to the ice. Now a 2-on-1 back to their way. That's Davis and Baines. Back to Davis, in tight, all alone. Shot saved by Thiel. Diving save on that second attempt. There's a loose puck bouncing through the lower slot. Centering now. And good stick work by Thiel as he uses his stick. Let's have a second look at that. Rush up ice in all alone. Thiel making a good save. New territory. Uh-oh, giveaway. Pellegrino now with a chance. A shot, blocker save by Thiel. Dulé, it finds its way to the back of the net. Blue still very much in this. They'll send it in from the center line. Chasing after that, getting there first is number 44 for Team Blue. To Ledge. Now Gray exits their zone. They get to center and dump it down. Blue chops it ahead. Davis chasing after that. Johnson puts on the brakes, sends it toward the net, picked off by Blue. Gray sends it out, chasing after that. It's number 37. Now here's a breakaway for White for Team Gray. Gets in tight, loses an edge. Here's a second shot, and a third one. They score! Third time's the charm. One, two, three. That was a shorthanded opportunity for Team Blue. Penalty now over. Teams even strength. Up the half boards, along the benches, into Gray territory. Gray has it on their stick. They'll skate it out. Bobbing and weaving their way through. Little drop pass. Going to the side of the face-off circle. That's another drop pass. Now a very sharp angle shot. Pad save by Eaton. That puck loose in the lower slot. Steered aside. Gray with it now. Down low. That's number 14, Johnson for Team Gray. Here's a shot. They score! Gutgratz celebrating. That might have been tipped along the way, but that was a great shot. That was the face-off in the left face-off circle. That's tossed high and out. That's now Pellegrino with Templeton rushing toward the net. Gray steals that, sends it out of their zone. Tossing it to Johnson. Johnson gets turned around. Now blue, Pellegrino skating up the middle, makes a move. There's a soccer move from Siwoo Song. Now back the other way. This is 20. Caden Smiley with a shot that a hard wrister that whistles wide. Guttgarts tosses it up, and that's gloved down by Templeton. He'll carry that, and then a little drop pass to Pellegrino. That's cleared by Gray. 9:44 remaining in the third. Gray with 7, blue with 2. Feel out to stop that puck. Number 18 for Team Gray, Gabby Guttgarts. Sends it over to Smiley on the far side. Smiley gets it up for Team Gray. Gray with it at their own blue line. They send it up the half boards. That's going to be taken by Blue. Blue looking like they have a little bit of energy here. Siwoo Song will pick that up. He's got speed. Gets past some players. Good bump along the boards, however. Was 16, Will Jones for Team Blue. Pass attempt was blocked now. There's a little dish out to number 7 for Team Blue, a 2-on-1. Blue, nice feed in. They score! What a great deal as he sticks it aside. That's it, folks. Team Gray doubling up on Team Blue, 8-4. Players will line up at center ice for the customary handshake. Siwoo Song's out there with an ice pack on his head and no jersey.
The final score is 8-4. Without the Griffin Grind Award and 3 stars.
I haven't seen that before, where the player comes out with an ice pack on his head. But must have wanted to congratulate his teammates as well as show some sportsmanship to the other team. We're going to line up, or they're going to line up on their respective blue lines. We're going to get the Grit and Grind Award handed out, as well as the 3 stars of the game. The Grit and Grind Award, again, brought to you by Brown's Social House at the Village Green Center in Vernon. And then the 3 stars of the game brought